Hey everybody, I hope you're well. Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm teaching you the cool sound of octaves. These are common in jazz, but you'll find them in many other styles. And octaves are an incredible tool for really thickening up the sound of your lead playing and your melody lines. Let's get started. The main challenge when playing octaves is to mute the strings you're not sounding. So if I'm playing an octave on the G and the E strings, I've got my first finger on the 9th fret of the G and the 4th finger on the 12th fret of the E, but then I'm going to use my middle finger just to rest lightly across all the other strings so I don't sound them. So I get a clean sound like this. And then if I move to the B and the D strings, we do the same thing. Again, muting with the second finger. But this time I've also got the underside of the first finger muting the E string. When you get to the A and the G string, many people play the octave with the first and the third finger, again muting with those other fingers. But as I've got older, I've actually got lazier and I end up using the first and the 4th finger for those octaves, again using the other fingers just to keep the sound clean. So a good start is just to play those 4 octaves one after the other like this. And you might find that the sound on the E and the D strings gets a little bit muddy, so sometimes I'll play octaves on the A and the G instead of those strings. Next, you want to try sliding octaves, and to do this, keep the pressure on both fretting hand fingers like this. Next, you want to learn some simple scales and octaves. Here's an E minor pentatonic scale, played as octaves. There's a longer version of this lesson on my Patreon channel, so you'll get the tab, the backing track, and a study piece where we put octaves into practice. There's also lessons on Americana, soul, fingerstyle, and so much more. So come and join me. The link is in the description below. You really start hearing the cool sound of octaves when you play licks. I'm going to start off by playing the low register of a lick, then the high register of the same lick, then I'll combine them to play the octaves. Here's that lick played really slowly. So to play that lick, we start with an octave on the 7th fret of the A string and the 9th fret of the G string. And then we go to 5 and 8 on the D and B, up 2 frets. And then we get this slide from 11 to 10. Back down to 5 and 8. And then 7 and 9. And those are the licks that you'll hear George Benson and Wes Montgomery play all the time. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed that lesson. I love the sound of octaves, and it's a fantastic thing to get into your playing. Leave any comments or questions below, and don't forget to come and join me on Patreon to get loads more lessons from me. Take care, I'll see you soon.